Representing the dual console category, the Albemarle 27DC has an overall length of 30 feet, a beam of 8 feet 8 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 400. Built with family comfort when venturing offshore in mind, she has a draft of 20 inches, a dead rise of 24 degrees, a dry weight of 8,000 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 170 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts.
Now, when I think about Albemarle boats, I think about the classic Albemarle diesel twin inboard powered express fishing boat, okay? This boat to me looks like an express style fishing boat. It's laid out like a dual console, but it's very reminiscent of their original design. In my performance running, I felt like I was running an express boat. How did the boat fish, Rick? I mean, was it that same vibe? Are you getting where I'm coming from?
It fished like an Albemarle Express. I really didn't know what to expect with the outboards, but we certainly got where we were going quicker. Okay, but the fishing was so much the same. With a full family on the boat today, everybody was comfortable. Lori, how did it look from a family perspective?
This boat had a lot of versatility today, from sandbar, cruising, fishing, obviously. You could not ask for a better boat for a fishing family.
I'm going to tell you, with this dual console concept, with a fully functional fishing cockpit, this is an ideal family fisherman.
The 27 dual console from Albemarle is kind of a departure from the model that this boat company is really well known for, and that's inboard powered express fishing boats. This boat's got a lot of similarities to that design, it just brings everything out into the open air. Now on the dual console, in favor of having a covered up cabin down below, you've got a forward seating area that provides plenty of places to relax and lounge and socialize, but you're just out in the sun doing it. The center of the boat is very similar to the Express design. You've got the dual console configuration underneath the shade of a hardtop, and the cockpit is open just like that on the inboard powered boat, only this boat's powered by outboards. Now there's going to be certain advantages to having outboard power as opposed to inboard power. What are those advantages? It's pretty simple. One thing is very easy to work on the motors. They're right there in front of you. An inboard boat where you've got to get into the bilge, that's problematic. Now, inboard engines also take up a lot of room underneath the deck on a boat. Having the outboard power option on this boat allows you to utilize that space that normally is going to have engines in it for other things such as insulated storage, live wells, and access into your bilge. Now, the helm area on this 27 dual console was very reminiscent of a larger express fishing boat. The 27DC features a full height windshield that goes from the hardtop all the way down to your helm. And this is really useful if you're offshore on a rough day or if you get caught in a thunderstorm. It's going to keep you out of the weather. If you need to open it up, obviously you can open the center section. That provides free passage to the front of the boat and lets a lot of air blow through there, which makes it much more comfortable, obviously.
A 58 square foot cockpit on a 27-foot boat is big, but Albemarle, being a Carolina boat builder, makes it even bigger by having it totally uncluttered. We had 5 people back there fishing with all the room we needed. We hooked up a nice cobia with a bull shark all over it, but before I know it, he had grabbed the gaff himself, jumped over on that platform, gaffed the cobia, threw it in the box, closed the box, game over, the bull shark's still looking for that cobia. We spotted that cobia from the aft-facing seat coming in on our baits, but not only was it super comfortable, if you're live bait fishing, that live well is all the room you can ever need to keep a bait supply for the day. Listen, I grew up a charter boat mate, and the one thing I appreciate is a good tackle station that's plenty accessible. I could not only reach this one from the action, but as a bonus, it had all the switches for running the systems in the cockpit. I could run the raw water, the fresh water, the live wells, the pumps, the lights, everything in the cockpit could run from right there at the tackle station. A great innovation.
So not only was this bow seating comfortable, you've got your safety rail, you've got your cup holders, you've got a spot to charge your phone, and a recessed storage area, which is great for magazines and knickknacks. So it came to lunchtime, and I gotta tell you, I love a boat with a sunshade, and this was perfect. It covered the entire bow area. We had 5 people up there for lunch. Everyone was comfortable and kept out of the sun. So let's talk about storage on this boat. There's something to be said when you get 2 for 1. If you're not using it for storage that day, for towels and boogie boards and so forth, you've got an insulated fish box. Great setup when you have 2 consoles. One rod storage. There's a little lay down area if one of the kids want to lay down. In the other console, you had a head, a sink, and additional storage. Everyone knows I'm a huge fan of safety, and under the port side seats was all the safety gear, which makes it nice, especially if you're in an emergency situation, easy access. The driver can actually just reach over, open the door, and grab what he needs. So fishing today, you didn't see a seat in the stern. That's because it was folded into the transom. Well, at the end of the day, when we're riding out and you need to have that comfort, it's there. The seat just folds right back out.
You know what, guys? That was a great day on the water with a great crew. We caught fish, we relaxed, we did all that. I'm gonna tell you, if you're looking for a boat for your family to go fishing on and then have a great time in the afternoon, the 27 DC from Albemarle is one you don't wanna miss.